Hey, it's Kenny! It's time to go camping again. Plus, I'm also going to be doing some kayaking on this trip. Going to be camping for 2 days at Tahkenitch Landing, which is right on Tahkenitch Lake. Going to be meeting up with a group here that's from Florence, the Florence, Oregon area kayakers. They're going to have a potluck dinner tomorrow evening, so we get to meet a few new people and have some fun. Come along with me. Here we are turning into the campground, Tahkenitch Landing. Oh, that dangly thing up in the corner there is the handle on the front of my kayak. I have camped here several times before. It's a pretty nice little campground. It's very inexpensive when you have that senior citizen card for camping in the Forest Service campgrounds. And I kind of like this one camp spot up here on the hill. It has kind of a nice overlook of the lake that you can see. Let's get camp set up. Here we are. That's my spot off to the right. Not too many people camping here at the moment, but here's my camp stuff. I'm all set up and ready to go. Let's go camping! And here's that wonderful view of Tahkenitch Lake. I've kayaked out there several times already before. I like camping at this place. There's no hookups here, but hey, and there's no cell service really. But that's okay. Well, my very first visitor. I have a special, I don't know, it's just roasted peanuts, but anyway, I have a jar of peanuts that I always carry around with me when I go camping because I like to place some on the picnic table and see what comes. Usually there's two creatures that show up, blue jays, which you just saw, and sometimes squirrels and chipmunks. And I have no idea what happens in the middle of the night. Could be anything. I don't know. From like possums to raccoons to maybe even a bear, but I don't think that ever really happens. But anyway, I enjoy putting out some food for the critters, and it's not bad food. I mean, it's peanuts. There's nothing wrong with feeding the critters peanuts. And they certainly seem to enjoy it. Well, a little later, I thought I would just go for a little walk around the park, go down to the lake there by the boat launch, and just look around and see what's going on down there. And there wasn't much going on down there. It is a nice view, though. This is a beautiful lake. It's time for that campfire. You're not camping unless you got a campfire. It's nothing like camping, sitting by the campfire. Then later the wind came up and the rain came. I knew it was going to happen, but here it is. Good morning. It has been raining off and on pretty much all night. It is kind of wet out here this morning. Temperature wise, it's not too bad. I'd say it's probably in the mid 50s. But I'm not sure exactly what the weather is going to be throughout the whole day, but I know it's going to be somewhat wet. Hopefully there's going to be a dry spell this afternoon, evening. There's going to be a gathering here. We're going to have a potluck. And then we're going to go kayaking tomorrow morning on Tahkenitch Lake. I'll take you guys along for that. Right now I'm enjoying a cup of coffee. See, we have a new camper that arrived late last night. The Blue Jay arrived in time for breakfast. Well, I had quite a bit of time before the potluck this evening, so I thought I'd go for a drive, and I went out to Dean Creek Elk viewpoint, or viewing area. So it's pretty cool out here. It's a big, huge field, and there's a big herd of elk that stay here almost all the time. Sometimes they're up in the forest, but you never know if you're going to get to see them or not. But hey, I thought I'd go out here and check it out. Well, we are at Dean Creek Elk Viewing Area, and I don't see any. Oh wait, maybe there's some way over there. I don't know. We will look around a little bit. There's a couple of long pull-offs a little farther down the road. Sometimes they're in that field down there, but we're going to take a look here real quick. That's what we're looking for. Well, I tried to zoom in with my little pocket camera, but all we got was some brown blobs. Not a good shot. So we went farther down the highway and turned off on Dean Creek Road because there are some other fields up there to check out. I drove farther up Dean Creek Road and found a field full of elk. Yeah, look at them all. So the GoPro camera isn't all that great for long shots, so I did my telephoto with my pocket camera. They're all looking at me, wondering what the hell I'm doing over here. They're used to people, so it's okay. Alright, well, we found some elk, and there are a few bulls out there, but none of the big uns. They're off in some other field somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to head back to town. I need to get a little bit of gas for the Jeep, and I guess we'll probably head back to the campground, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We are back at camp. Later, it was time for the potluck dinner. So there were supposed to be some people that were going to plan on camping last night, but because of the weather conditions, some of them changed their mind. But they did come and show up for the potluck. So there was about a dozen people that came to the potluck.
We need more bodies, Linda.
There was a really nice abundance of tasty food, all different kinds. That's what's so cool about potlucks. You never know what people are going to bring, and so there's lots of new things to test or eat or however you want to do it. It was good. I had plenty to eat, and so did everybody else. We even had a little bit of after-dinner entertainment.
Hush, darling, don't you cry. I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall paddle, my love and I.
Well, I gotta thank the Florence area kayakers for putting on this potluck dinner thing. I really enjoyed being there. But then...
Thanks for dinner.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here now. Well, here we are down at the lake. Get my kayak all ready. We're gonna go out on the lake. It turned out to be pretty nice this morning. It was really windy and wet and rainy last night. And windy, yeah. So everybody that was going to go kayaking congregated at the boat launch, got ready, all suited up, and then we had a nice history lesson given about the area. That was very interesting. There's some things I did not know about this area. Here's a photograph from the 1930s.
No. Hey, don't crowd me. No. I better take my paddle out. Nothing worse than a paddle adrift. It's a sticker. Yeah. For my uncle. Okay, let me get my leg over there. Okay, let me get my paddle.
All good there?
I'm good. Now. I'm good to go there.
Good.
That's a nice setup you got there, Kenny.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's wrong with this thing?
Caesar.
I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, this is great.
I loved it. I loved it.
So we headed out towards the north end of the lake. There was a bit of an itinerary, and we stopped at Weed Island. There's a lot of interesting flora there. We continued on and went by some floating houses that are on the lake, and we were going to go underneath the Highway 101 bridge. That's the one that is under construction. They're rebuilding part of it. And then it started raining. It's raining! Let's go hide under the bridge. Yay! We sat under the bridge for a little bit, waited for a couple of people to catch up with us. Then we were going to head on down the river a little bit farther. It was just around the bend. There's a dam there that they control the water level of the lake. It has a fish ladder that goes around it so salmon and fish can get up the river from the ocean and spawn. But we spent a little bit of time down there. We all gathered up together. We were going to take a group photo.
Point one.
Smile. You're holding us.
Everybody's in, guys.
Oh, there it is. You gotta rub it a little bit.
Then it was time to head back to the dock. We had spent a couple of very fun, interesting hours out on Tahkenitch Lake, but it was time to head back to campground. I had to pack up all my stuff and get ready to leave. Head back home. It's been a great camping trip. Thanks for coming along with us. May God bless you, your family, and friends. And if you got a kayak, get out there on the lake and be sure to go camping too. I will see you in my next video.